It's your boy, the J Aguila, coming to you with a new episode for the J Aguila Show. Just wanted to talk today about being persistent and consistent in the things that we do in life. Honestly, I feel these are the two key ingredients for us to be able to overcome certain situation that we go through. Persistent of, not budging, not being overturned, not letting other ideas or thoughts just overcome what you have envisioned. Because in life, we all have a vision, we all have a dream, and without this dream, without this vision, we won't have like a certain purpose, if that makes sense. I mean, for me, my vision or my persistence is definitely to be able to help out humanity in any way I can. You know what I'm saying? That's why I focus on working with, missionaries, or if I could do some more community work in my area, that'd be great, because I like doing that. I like serving. I like helping out other people. Consistent is just like boom, 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 boom. Doing every day. You know what I'm saying? Be able to focus on, the actual vision until it actually happened, and it sounds silly, but you can't be saying that, I'm gonna lose weight and not try to do it 3 times a week, 5 times a week, you know what I'm saying? Not changing your lifestyle, what you're eating, when you're going to sleep, how much water you're intaking. People start from January. People be saying new year, new me, and when they say these things, they're declaring that, hey, I'm going to change myself, I'm going to be consistent. But after March, it's like, well, it was fun while it lasted, and it shouldn't be like that. It has to be like a mentality that I'm going to be persistent in my vision. I'm going to be consistent in the things that I do on a daily basis. And when we have that type of, set of mindset, great things could happen. I definitely believe in what the word says. And one thing for sure is that without God, I don't think things would be possible, honestly. You need to have faith in something as well, you know what I'm saying? Because if you don't have faith, not even in yourself, but even worse, not even in God, or whichever is your belief, things could go south for you, man. Because that's our reminder, our wake-up call, you know what I'm saying? I love when the Bible verse talk about, 7 times that the just fall, 7 times God picks them up, you know what I'm saying? Or the famous Philippians 4:13, I could do all things through Christ who strengthened me. Those are powerful words that just impact your life, and it just helps you to maintain your vision in sight. And honestly, when I think about vision, the best person I could think of is my boy Joseph, you know what I'm saying? In the book of Genesis, I believe started in chapter 36, 37, about his life, and he got the vision. He didn't understand the vision. People who hated him, told him that his vision, that it was wrong and they're not going to do that. And they were such hateful and spiteful. They sold him. They took away his tunic, covered in blood, to pretend that he was dead. Then he was sold again to the Egyptians. and then he, God put him in a good place. But then there's this girl who wanted him and had lust, and he wanted to stay pure and said, no, I'm not gonna do that to my master, and took off his clothes and ran and went back to jail for false accusation. From there, the Bible says that God was with him in the beginning of chapter 40, I believe. And from there we see that he was in charge of the prisoners, you know what I'm saying? And from there, two people who used to serve the Pharaoh both have a dream, and Joseph became from a person who was receiving vision to be able to interpretate vision. And that's really powerful right there too. It's that understanding that we slowly transform, when we trust the process. You first start at you weight about 200 pounds, but when you're consistent and persistent, you see your body started to change, and the push-up you couldn't do before, now you're doing hand clap push-ups and all these crazy nonsense while you're going through this fit journey. And then Joseph, once he was able to interpretate the dreams, then he'd be like, yo, boom, don't forget about me. And came to the time when the Pharaoh received his vision, and Joseph was like, yo, he was like, this is my time, this is the moment, I have come to be able to help out, with my calling. And then boom, he interpreted the king's vision, which was about the 7 fat cows, 7 skinny cow, 7 year prosper, and then 7 year of hunger and despair. And if they didn't know how to manage their crops, things was gonna go south. And Joseph was the guy to be in second command, because out of all people, wizardry, mathematician, people in command, people who did sorcery, could not do what God is able to give Joseph to do. And for that, he became number 2. And the beautiful thing about Joseph is that as soon as his brother approached him for food to help out their family, he did not said, no, be gone. No, he just said, hey, I'm your brother who you sold, I love you, have dad come here and let us all be one family. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to say is that we need to be consistent and persistent in the things that we do, as long as we have a pure vision and understand that, without God, nothing is possible. Peace. One love. Stay strong.